Continuing where we last left off in the last episode of Link to the Past Let's Play here on the HeavyMSX channel, we have gained the Book of Medora. The Book of Medora allows us now to enter the next dungeon of the game, which is of course the Desert Temple. We are going to need to get to the desert because we have a very important item to claim here, which will allow us to explore more of the world of Hyrule in this game, allowing us to get us more items and more important shit. So, let's head back to the desert area, shall we? You know how to get there by now. We've been there to the last part. So, we now need to go back to the guy that mentioned the book that we had to grab, and we did get the book, might I add. So, just effectively just head towards this way. I mean, the Pegasus Shoes does fantastic work when it comes to crossing amounts of Hyrule land without the need to walk. Sort of goes on the old technology, but it expands a bit on the old on the map chronology, as it were. So now we're back in the desert time. So go back in here, back to the cave where we first met the guy, and he'll probably just give you some insightful documentation. Here we go. And now he'll just say, basically, with the Book of Medora, you can now read the Hylian language. And you'll definitely need the Hylian language because it gives us, we've seen three. If you've seen clips of them or glimpses, then you'll know there's 3 gravestones in Hyrule that actually have the Hylian language. 2 in the world of light, 1 in the world but there's 3. So basically, if you look at it before, you have an understanding. So with the Book of Medora, you can translate it, and basically what you have to do is grant a wish. I have no idea what Link wanted, but obviously it's not adult books. So, with that, we can open the entryway, which blocks the entryway, allowing us to go inside. For our second dungeon of the game, welcome to the Desert Palace. The Desert Palace gives us new enemies to face, as well as tough opponents to face as well. But unfortunately, this is more of a linear dungeon. Not exactly a linear dungeon, but it's very huge. There are different dungeons of every different. There are dungeons that are different. No 2 dungeons are the same. Not in this game, and not in every Zelda that came afterwards. Although people will probably complain if they did give you an opinion. Anyway, before we do the entire dungeon, there's actually a secret heart piece that you can get down here, which gives us our 7th heart container. An extra heart container wouldn't be too much. So let's just go inside. Let's begin the dungeon proper. The Desert Palace contains introducing eye lasers, or Beamoses. Yeah. Gives us our first glimpse at a Beamos. These Beamoses are possibly one of the biggest annoyances in the entire series. In this game, you can't kill them. In future games, it has been proven that you can kill a Beamos. Some are early design, some are interesting in new design, and more on the basis of classic stuff. So, before we begin, let's go here. You must never fail in finding all that. Basically, just gives you a mind to find every treasure chest in this one. But I realized that I saw on the top left screen a key, which is important because the key will give us stuff later. So, ignore the left room for now because we haven't got the big key. So what we can do is get all the other items in this northern room. Basically, this video is a very short one. It's another green ball Igor, which you can kill easily with arrows. Trust me, you can, unless they turn them off. Then you just basically smack them with a pot. Health and a heart piece later. So let's get back. So let's get on with lighting the torches. They do nothing. The goggles. They do nothing. It's the dungeon map of the second dungeon. Really useless. No, seriously, it is fucking useless when you realise it's only a small bloody room. So, with that out of the way, let's get all the items that are on the right side of the room. If you don't go in here, however, this is a trap room. There are many dungeons. However, if you notice, many of the freaking sandworms fire laser beams. With your shield, you can't deflect them. So that is a level 1 shield. But, like most of the game, you can upgrade your shield. Very, very useful, I would say. But you don't get to upgrade it initially. I mean, there's like, basically, yeah, you have a level 1 sword and a level 1 shield. There are 4 shields and 4 swords. Interesting, I made a 4 swords reference and I didn't even realize it. Anyway, this is the compass. Now, you would go left, right? Wrong. This contains the dungeon key. This contains the big key. Now, we can go back to the far left without us needing to go this far. Go back this way. Down here. Turn left, turn down. Grab a 20 rupee, a red rupee, which is 20. See, now laser beams, you have got no chance of deflecting with your shitty shield. Just avoid doing the laser part anyway. Show you, normally you're not supposed to go out this way because there's a trap here. You won't be able to get in, or out for that matter. So, go back, and we can now conclude this bit. And let's get... Now let's head back to the left side of the room. So let's see, how do we get to the left side of the room, you ask? Well, basically we just go this way. Follow the sand, take out another sand crawler, which is basically lodged there. And now let's go get the dungeon, the treasure of the dungeon. It's not exactly an item that we can use per se, but in order to access it, we need to get through this bit. Which against the Beamos is fucking important, and the Beamos take a shit ton of damage. If it spots you, you're kinda boned. So, head up through here, go to the treasure, open it up, and you receive the power glove. It's so bad. I'm sorry, I had to make that reference. I had to. The power glove is the basic, you can now lift stone. Very useful. And you're probably thinking, why do I need to lift it? Well, the truth is, this is a fake dungeon. This is basically a front. The real dungeon, or the real place to go in this dungeon, is through the left side, through here, and through there. That's the real dungeon. Now that we can lift up stone, open that, go through there. Now we're in the real desert palace. Push the fifth block there, and now we're in a room. This is a tile room. Tiles are infamous in the Zelda universe for giving you an excuse to face off against these bastard tiles. They're basically like, I don't know, possessed. You can beat them, but you lose a heart contain if you get hit. Bottom left here contains a frickin'. Oh, I want to say fuck it. Lee, can we get out of here? Can we? Yes, we can. Get going up the stairs. So up the stairs, not much there. There's like 2 floors in this dungeon, actually. So, in order to get to the next room, destroy all the enemies that you can kill, which includes not Beamoses, because it's proven Beamos are an obstacle rather than an enemy, as future titles would suggest. With Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. So let's go for this. Now we're in a very difficult area. This is an area of beamhouses. I don't know if you can get an item here. I think no one checked it, but I don't think you can get your hands on it. Anyway, now we move on to what we call a layer door. A pre-layered door. What we saw in the last part. We're nearly to the boss. The boss is a very infamous one because it is a Lanmolas, I believe. Let's take a peek. I should really I know what the next boss is called. That's the one in the third dungeon. So we now go for the north door. Right. Now, we're in a precarious area here. We have a pink eye girl that we can need to destroy with 2 arrows. Take a look at that. Go through here. Now, in order to progress to the boss door itself, you need to light all the torches, and it'll take us back. So that's basically it. So now, equip the ice rod. Unusual item that we're going to be doing, because now we're going to be taking on the next boss of the game, the Lanmolas. Basically, sandworm. And if you notice, the ice rod hits. If you hit a sandworm twice with the ice rod, it kills them. Like that, which is unusual. This was done by someone called TechWorks, which is the guy that does the mini compilation. And now that's basically the quickest boss death I've ever seen from this video, and you now get an inconsistent pendant. Now, the reason I say inconsistent is because just take a look at the description. Pendant of power. It's blue. It's not power. How can you fuck it up? It's wisdom, not power. Wisdom. Do you not seen the last 2 games? You have to put the Triforce of Wisdom together. In the second Nintendo game for the Zelda, you have to put the Triforce of Courage in.